anymore. I had a list. You guys, I actually had a list. I made a list. And then I accidentally deleted it, so I don't remember it now. Oh wow, okay, so instead of 5 tropes I hate, this is gonna be 3 tropes I hate. I'm really bad at like remembering lists. If I remember more, I guess I'll make another video. Hey everyone, it's Aradhna. I've talked about tropes I enjoy. I've talked about tropes I enjoy extensively. I have a video about this, I have blog posts about this. Tropes can be done well if they're flipped on their heads. They can be done really, really well if you take a well-known trope and you do something different with it. But then there are some tropes that need to die in a fire. Need to be thrown away, chopped up, set on fire for good measure, perform an exorcism so it can't come back. These are tropes that I absolutely hate. I don't use that word lightly, okay? I do not like using the word hate, but these are tropes that I absolutely hate. And I'm gonna talk about a few of them. And tell me what you think. The first trope that I really, really, really never want to see again is, on TV tropes it's said, it's titled Black Dude Dies First. I don't know if you've watched action movies and horror movies and TV shows in those genres. It's almost always the black guy who dies first. I've legit gasped when that doesn't happen. When the black guy survives till the end of the movie, I've legit turned to my husband and gone, he survived. And that movie, no matter how shitty, gets a point just for that. That's how low the bar is. Okay? And the thing is, it keeps happening. People have talked about this extensively, how it's problematic. The black dude or the person of color dies so the white person's narrative can be forwarded. This happens constantly in almost every form of media, and it is so frustrating because it's saying that the people of color only exist to forward the white person's narrative. If you don't see a problem with that, you're part of the problem. It's one of my least liked tropes. It's one of my most hated tropes. It's up there with fridging women to forward a narrative. Most of the time, when these people of color are killed, it is to forward a white person's narrative. In movies, it's usually a white guy. In a lot of times, it's a white girl because it's feminism. White feminism that is not intersectional is still problematic. It is still racist. You can be feminist and racist at the same time. It is possible to coexist. That's why intersectional feminism exists. It's why people talk about it constantly. Just need to start. The people who are doing all the writing for the media just need to start embracing it and listening. The second trope I really, really hate is the magical, mystical mentor trope, where the mentor is a person of color teaching a white person their culture's magic or mystics or whatnot. And that white person is the chosen one, the one that will save them all. Yes, Iron Fist, I am looking at you. I am looking at you. It could have been done so much more interestingly if that magical mentor was the same race, the same culture as your protagonist. If you're having your protagonist be an outsider and then best the people who are actually of that culture, it's colonialism and imperialism, because usually that outsider is a white outsider, and it's just like, no thanks. Iron Fist is not the only one that has done this. Hindsight, looking back at the 100 TV show, I have a lot of issues with the fact that one of the characters starts dating a grounded character, and she is a white girl and her boyfriend's a black man. She learns about his culture from him, and then you have like a season later her yelling at him and teaching him his own culture. That character also has a long-standing history of beating up characters of color, so whole other bag of worms that I'm not gonna open. But it's just, it's racist. I said it. It's racist. If you have your white character learn and suddenly know more about a culture that is not theirs, so that they can teach it back to the people of this culture, and then you have the people of this culture so grateful and hail them their leader or their savior or whatnot, it's racist. And it needs to stop. Now. Just stop. No. I had a list of tropes. I can't remember my list of tropes that I hate. I really can't remember them. I'm pretty sure damsel of distress was one of them. I mean, I really hate one-dimensional women characters just there for your main character to hate on. Like, I've talked about this in other videos. I really hate women being pitted against women for no reason other than the drama or a boy. It's something that we really need to stop. If there's a narrative reason for it that isn't just drama or a boy, but I don't know, rival clans, fine. Family feud, fine. Pitted against each other because of a love interest or just not like other girls trope. No. No. Throw it away. Stop. Stop doing this. You're perpetuating that same thing that girls cannot be friends, and it's just, that's a lie. It's not true, and it took me a long time to realize that. I was one of those not like other girls girl, and it took me a long time to unlearn that. And I do not want young girls growing up feeling that way, thinking that way. We need to stop, as it's enough. It's really, really enough. In the meantime, what tropes do you hate? Yes, I realize where I got a bit passionate about racist tropes. I hate racist tropes. I hate misogynistic tropes. If there are any that you can remember, because I've forgotten my list, please leave them in the comments. I will link my blog post to my previous tropes videos in the descriptions. What are tropes you really never want to see again? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll see you next time. Bye!